Hello everybody, it is Socknick, back with more Kid Chameleon 3, The Final Marathon by Drios. And last time we spent I'll call it a sizable portion of the last episode on a particular level. And a little bit, the tail end on this level. Now, what I'm hoping is that this level will not take us an additional 50 minutes to complete. But at this point, we can really only hope. And channel our inner gamer. So that's just what we're going to do here. We're going to be doing this one on the first attempt. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we've been taking the Micromax route. The one on the left there is, or right rather, is a Juggernaut helmet. I'm gonna wait this guy out. Drop down. So we have a general idea, at least so far, of where we need to be going in this particular level. So I'm not too worried. Okay, this area, this is a little nasty. Come on, okay, that's not it, Chief. Not gonna lie, that was a lot cleaner than I expected. But again, as I said, we are turning on our God Gamer mode for this particular level. I've had quite enough of the Bleak Abyss, thank you very much. So now the thing we really need to watch out for here, well, apart from just about every projectile to ever exist in a video game. That was fucking clean, not even gonna lie. We need to hold on to our helmets really as much as possible here. This next section, pretty tough on account of all the respawning enemies. So I think we can expect that fireball. Then we got this enemy. We're gonna get out of the way of him. And we can't go up this path because of all this crap going on here. So I'm just gonna kind of have to take a hit there, I think. Taking the second hit there is not really what I was looking for. I'll be honest. And really wishing that I had a diamond snake. Either way though, we can get in here now and activate one of these elevators. I'm gonna activate the middle one, pop out this side. I believe those are both just diamonds, and actually we don't even need the elevator for this. Now there is a teleporter. I'm assuming this level has I guess the thing here being that if we lose our Micromax helmet, then we're in the position where we take the teleporter. Now I'm gonna try and get up on this thing and then just make a big jump. Get over here, where I'm presuming those were 10,000 points since I lost sight of it. Another 10,000 points, and another. So now we're at the area at the top that we saw from the beginning of the level. That is most certainly a driller. I can say that with confidence. I'm not crazy about this fireball. I'm gonna try and wait it out another time, and then, because this is nasty looking. And we're kind of screwed if we lose Micromax too, which is the concerning part of all this. And we died to a crush death. So looks like no matter which way we go, we're taking a teleporter. Be entirely honest, I'm not really crazy about doing that Micromax bullshit, so I think we might just be taking the easy way out here. Hopefully I don't get punished for it, but, sometimes you gotta take these risks. Besides, if we did decide to take the Juggernaut route, we'd really have no choice anyway. I think it's reasonable. But honestly, I feel like at the same time, all reason starts to go out the window at this point in the game, so I can't say anything with confidence. Well, this makes this part easier. Well, sort of, because at the same time, yeah, you can see more, but it's also much more awkward. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure if there's another Micromax we can even get on this level. I'm sure there is, I just don't... Oh no, I know there for sure is one, now that I think about it. Because, I don't know, I feel like with the amount of these enemies we're dealing with, I am going to grab these goodies up here. It's just very awkward to have such a large hitbox. So yeah, that just gives us some extra points, as we discovered last time. I really don't want to get hit by that. At this point, maybe the safest route would just be, well, that works too. Now, I believe we can get a Micromax refill here. Juggernaut refill. I believe one of these is Micromax. Okay, so we're gonna go Micromax once again. Now, what's going on over here? Huh, maybe this is actually the way we want to go. Now, this could be a horrible idea, but if there's a flag... Okay, so we can do this, too. That's something. He's done it. Now, the question is, does this lead us to a flag of some kind, or are we just screwing ourselves here? Hey, I am, at this point, well-versed in... Okay, so what's going on here? Trigger these. It was not exactly what I wanted. Hell, maybe this is actually some sort of Micromax path that we were supposed to take from the start. I am thoroughly lost. Well, we know what that is over there. Maybe this is just an alternative way of getting up here. I really have no clue, and I do not appreciate that. Okay, so these are goodies, which, okay, the refill is definitely appreciated. I think I can get up there. I can. That saves us some time and effort. Though I don't know quite. Okay, so we just pop out there. Always cool to find goodies, even though at this point we're essentially playing with house money. See, this is the problem here, is that I worry that I'm essentially copping out by taking this teleporter. But, you know what? We're just gonna do it. I don't feel like being stuck on this level for ages, and at least here we see something different. So, in other words, yes, we will not be on Bleak Abyss any longer. Instead, we're in this hellhole with lots of armadillos and tar monsters. A real improvement in our situation, if I do say so myself. Also looks like we've got some Nightmare Peaks 1 action going on here. Come on, one of these has to... Okay, see, I was right, and it really paid off. We got a diamond. Another one? I'm expecting great things here. Well, perhaps my expectations were not quite... Okay, so that's a pit, so I guess we have to take one of these. I'm taking the second one for no particular reason. This guy is angry, so we're gonna just stomp him out with a lot of hits. Don't think there are any... It's always hard to know, like, one thinks maybe coming into a particular level. Speaking of which, I still have no idea if this is actually a level per se, or if it's just an elsewhere. But at this point, the Elsewheres are basically levels, like full-blown levels. You know, we can't forget that wacky, I believe I was told it was Elsewhere 18. We are running out of time, too, so I'm hoping that one of these, and what do you know? I'm having too much trouble doing this. Turns out we're actually going to spend an additional 50 minutes trying to break blocks with basic jumps. Well, that's unfortunate. Rams seem extra fast. And I feel like it's worth checking as many of these as we can access in case we find some helmet that's going to help us out. They can't all be diamonds. Well, actually they can. I mean, one of them was a clock, but I'm very suspect of all these teleporters either way. That, do not want to accidentally take that. Okay. That's that. Anything hidden here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, come on with this, man. Okay, well, this goat is kind of making our lives a living hell here. What is this? God damn it. I actually killed myself with that. And it is an Elsewhere, so we are starting at the same point that we entered the level at, and the only valuable information we really have is that it's not really worth opening any of these except the particular one that has a clock. Bruh. That's unfortunate. Especially since it seems like we're not really working with much of anything in terms of... Let's take this one this time, just to... Okay, so that's gonna bring us over here. Got another tar monster. Why did I jump? See, we're being punished for taking the teleporter with an unbelievable amount of teleporter mazes. Naturally. Really like to kill this guy. He would really not like that to happen, though, apparently. Jesus. Come on, one of these is... Gotta give me a helmet sometime. Well, you don't, but... I would really appreciate one. I'm being polite here. And this is... not... it. Okay, this is getting out of hand. Oh, wow. Okay, this guy needs to die. You're out of here. The unfortunate part here is that now we do not have the clock that we originally grabbed, and I really have no clue which is the path we want to be taking. I don't know if this is indicative right here that there's a red stealth helmet somewhere. I guess not, since it is a possible jump, just barely. Okay, there's the clock we needed. However, we still have a glaring issue, and that's that we're on 1 HP, and we're the kid. There we fucking go. Okay, I guess, even though at the end of the day it didn't really... wasn't really indicative of anything. We do get a helmet here. I'm gonna take a hit, I would have thought, but I guess not. Now, do we just continue further? Oh. Berserker helmet. I'm not really sure which one I want. Guess we're taking Berserker. so we're really being given a choice here. And I think we're just gonna stick with Berserker. I feel like we haven't really... Granted, we had some nice time playing Berserker on a particular swamp level earlier in the series, which anyone who's played this, I'm sure, knows and loves. I'm of course referring to Doomed Anomaly, but... Okay, well that's something. Once again, we find a particular treasure trove of items and a clock. And once again, we also see this. Now, were we... I don't think we've been here. We're back at the beginning of the level. Okay. So I think maybe we need to make this more of a science at this point, because otherwise we're gonna have a bad time. That's not to say even if we try and devise some sort of strategy, we won't have a bad time. Last time I think we took the far right one. I am wrong, we took the other one. Let's just take this. Middle. Okay, then that one is... Let's go back to that part. And we're not gonna take the middle one. Unless maybe all of them go to that part. And I don't know why I keep killing myself there. Well, actually, I do. My head is getting stopped earlier than I expect by that slanted ceiling, which is unfortunate. I feel like we kind of had a handhold on at least that level in some way, and now we're kind of... Okay, that's not a good start. Take this, take the first one here, and then take the right here. Well, I don't know if that was correct, but now this looks pretty cancerous, so I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm not super pleased with my decision. And of course it isn't elsewhere, because having any sort of indication of where you actually are is overrated. And of course they do take 2 hits. We're probably not going to be given a helmet here, at least not immediately. Thankfully, if you know exactly where those guys are going to come from and play careful, pretty easy to deal with. Still one of the most annoying enemies in the game. I think a lot of people would agree. Okay, well now we've got fireballs thrown into the mix too. I'm wondering if maybe taking this top path is not the right play. And I'm sure if I... Okay, so we have a helmet. We know that there's a red stealth helmet and easy access from the beginning. So that's a start. Makes me feel a little better. Now, I guess what we want to do is drop down here. Now, is this a bottomless pit? It's not. Okay, come on, dude. Fuck you, man. Easy clap. Okay, so we got shooter blocks. This is concerning. Oh, okay, so it's not actually just evanescent blocks. So I feel like we probably need to trigger that shooter. Okay, so these are just evanescent blocks. Oh boy. Okay, so we just need to trigger that one down there. And before Kaizo block. God, I do not like the look of this. In fact, I'd feel better just doing this. I don't feel good doing this. I just would feel... Okay. Well, we did it. hell out of here. Okay, so we're gonna get a Maniac's helmet here. Well, shit. Don't know where that gets us. Okay, well, we get one shot at doing it this way, which we royally screwed up. Can't help but feel that would have been much easier with red stealth. But you know what? Even though it's boring, I am going to be picking up these diamonds because you never know when diamond powers are going to be the difference maker. Okay. This is getting out of hand. Fuck, I thought I'd already... Oh, man. That was something that happened. I do have to be cautious because these guys definitely could be respawners. Don't think they are, though. For the first time ever. So I'm kind of feeling like maybe keeping red stealth is the play because, I don't know, doing that part with Maniacs just does not seem as easy, just because of the movement speed. Sweet. Well, actually, what's the draw of coming down here? Aiming hidden. Get rid of that guy. Fuck. Presuming that just about all of these are rock. Okay. Okay, you've had your moment, buddy. God damn it, I thought I could make that back. I still am curious about this bottom section. We're gonna give that bottom section another shot in just a moment here. Grab our clock. I would like to get rid of that, but honestly, I don't know if we really... Okay, there were way more of those than I expected. And maybe killing this guy first is the... That was not well thought out in the least. Okay, well, this takes us up here, where we get a Maniac's helmet, which I guess I'm gonna take because... Okay, so what we can basically say... Well, shit, this is kind of a concerning situation we're in now. What the hell, man? I don't know if these will help or hurt us in terms of crossing this. Well, it didn't matter. Okay, we're gonna have this guy raining on our parade again. Which is just something we're gonna have to deal with. And we're gonna have to trigger this. And I'm hoping that... Man, I don't know how that works too. Now doing this next part without... Fuck. I was gonna say doing it without Red Stealth's lofty jump was gonna be a real challenge, and I think I was right. I just feel more comfortable doing this sort of speed-oriented maneuvering with Red Stealth. So I think I'm gonna go for that. We don't have to waste our time with the bottom section either, because really it's just maniacs that we get out of that. And we know where we can get a maniacs anyway. It's completely irrelevant at this point. There aren't too many things in this game more satisfying than just intercepting one of those little fuckers. Okay, we're gonna drop down. Not taking damage to this guy is really gonna be... Okay, well actually that works. Never ceases to impress me how... Okay, this is getting out of hand. Because I really like red stealth for the next section. Okay, we need to not get Bleak Abyss here. That was way too close. Okay, can we just do this again? So you can just do that, and it makes your life a hell of a lot easier. Now the issue here is, if this thing hits us, we lose all of our momentum. So I'm thinking maybe we do just give it a go with Maniacs again. I'm not crazy about the situation, of course, but... Well, we're definitely giving it a shot with Maniacs now. Really worried that guy was gonna kill me. See... What is the strat there? Maybe something with crouching involved? I mean, it just seems quite... Maybe, I guess... This is gonna be problematic, I can tell. Guess it's good knowing that even if you fuck that up, there's some saving it. I guess. And that sphere is gone, so we don't have to worry about doing that. Just really makes me nervous. Okay, now can we just kind of do this with red stealth is the question. Man, this is really... Oof. See, my train of thought on this... Excuse me while I take a sip of water. My train of thought with this one is that we need to... essentially what we need to do is step on the first layer, drop down to the second... And then, once we've dropped down to the second, use that opportunity to get to the next section. Now, the issue being that not touching the... Well, that's just odd that that happened. Not touching the block next to you while doing so is just going to be very tough, I feel like. Maybe I'm missing something here? Because the execution... Perhaps I can do something with crouching, maybe. Not sure exactly what that would be, but maybe it's worth trying. Either way, seems like we have encountered the next roadblock. We've already encountered many already, and I'm sure there will be a fair few to come, so... That's just the reality of things here. However, I'm hoping to avoid having too many more Bleak Abyss situations. Especially since I did kind of throw that level multiple times in my attempt. Really not too pleased with this green orb, and now it has gone down here, so... Okay, now, we got anything, like, hidden here? I'm just really not sure what the approach for this thing is. I feel like I'm just gonna go into the pit again if I keep messing around, and I'm getting a little sick of that. Huh. Maybe try my... You know what? I'm gonna die doing this. Wow. Okay. Okay, champ. I guess that's how you do that. So, really, is this really what's being... Well, I guess that's not what's being asked of us, but actually making that jump would be quite hard. Oh, come the fuck on. Okay, well, this is not really a situation that I'm that pleased with, if you can tell from the tone of my voice. Gotta trigger. So... Oh. Well, I guess I wasn't really paying attention to what the shooter blocks do. I could be wrong, but it seems like they're there purely to screw us over. I'm not sure how that wasn't clear to me from the get-go, but... See, this shit has me wishing that I, rooted myself a bit differently during... But, you know, there's no way of really knowing. Bleak Abyss 2 didn't seem to have a flag from what I could tell, so... What's a man to do, right? Except, you know, just be an absolute god, a Kid Chameleon, and make absolutely no mistakes. I don't think that's really an option available to us, so gonna have to make do. Let's see if we can do we screwed it up. So I think what I did before... Guess it's not that easy to reproduce. Either way, I'm really hoping that this Elsewhere ends pretty much immediately after that bullshit, because this is... It's way too much, garbage with instant death as the consequence here. It's a little insane. In fact, I'd venture what we're actually trying to do seems, to me, a fair bit harder than Bleak Abyss 1, and really, the only reason Bleak Abyss 1 was as hard as it was partially just throwing on my part, but also because there was so much time between each particular challenge there. I mean, we really, past the first couple attempts, we really only struggled on the end of the level, and that's the problem there. Okay, so looks like we're gonna have to worry about this now. Or not. I don't know what happened to the fireball. Okay, so I believe I jumped here. Okay, well now that's in there, so that's sort of playing spoiler to whatever we want to do. And now it's down there. Okay, well it's not going to be bothering us down there, I don't think. So I believe what I did was just... Fuck me. I must have had, like, absolutely perfect execution of whatever I did before. At this point, I'm gonna stop collecting the diamonds and just feed a life as well. That was all part of the plan. Everything is going according to plan. Never fear. Just because honestly, like, we're burning through continues at a rate where the amount of diamonds we're picking up really is not sustainable for us, and it's just wasting time. However, the red stealth and the clock are valuable to us no matter what. Did I intentionally take a hit before just to... Maybe that's what I did. Maybe I don't need to do that. Fuck. I need to get like a proper... Okay, you know what? I think I know how to do this. I think I've been overthinking it. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe I don't know how to do this. But I think there's an easy way to do it without just spurging out and crouching. And I'm doing this again. We're on autopilot. I don't think I need to do that one either. You know, those are all diamonds. My red stealth. Take my prerequisite damage to that guy, because why not? Drop down. Or maybe making that jump a little wider than... Oh, well that's a way of doing this too, I guess. I could have ledge grabbed that too. Motherfucker. That seems very inconsistent. Maybe it has to do with your horizontal position in relation to the guy you're jumping on. More specifically, if he's... never mind. But anyway, we're just back on the grind here. That was... Oh boy, I'm glad he'll be joining us today. It's just a much easier way of doing that without fiddling around. Okay, now... I just need to get a running start here. So maybe I just kind of swerve to the left I really want this guy to go in the pit, so I'm going to just wait that out. He's not really cooperating. So that's great. Come on. I really don't want to have to just concede a hit because of this fucker, but okay, there we go. Okay, that's the way to do it. No crouching involved. We figured it out. Now we're here. Where we don't necessarily have to take damage, but okay, that's really unfortunate. So we do not want to hit that, which is tough. Very tough. Simultaneously, we don't really have enough HP to pull this off. I'm not too happy about this situation. Holy fuck. Well, that was something that was done. Now I'm expecting to die to bullshit immediately. Helmet, please. Cyclone. Okay, this just got much more interesting. Except now it's actually a cyclone section. Meaning this isn't our free pass out of here just yet. In fact, I think really the suffering has just begun, potentially. Just gonna try and minimize how much we're getting hit here. Okay, then we got this business. Okay, we've only taken one hit so far. Sky Cutter. Do we need Sky Cutter here? I'm assuming that's also a Sky Cutter helmet. Let's, okay, well now we're low on HP, and I feel like we're kind of toast if we die. Oh, come on, man. Fuck. Okay. We are slowly figuring this out. We're getting a read on exactly what we need to do, and honestly, it doesn't seem that horrible so far, despite what I've maybe said. Just some sort of precise execution required for a couple of these things. Well, actually, the thing that I'm really worried about is doing that, what I just did before, once again. It looks like if we just do it all in one motion, I mean, yeah, there's a high risk of dying, but, you know, that's just the nature of it. Shit, well, that's not really what I wanted to do here. In fact, I'm not sure if we can really do that trick. I guess we can't do that trick with the kid. But we are gonna just... I mean, it's really important to keep red stealth. I'm sure that's very much possible with the kid. It's just... not good for my attitude, that's for sure. I feel like I'm gonna get pissed off very... Okay, this is getting out of hand with the... randomly dying to those guys. We also don't know what elsewhere we were on, so that's a problem. We're gonna have to... I would guess it was around early 20-somethings, but we're just gonna have to, like, jump into these elsewheres until we find the one we want to be in. Which is not remotely going to be time-consuming whatsoever. In fact, it's so not time-consuming that I'm literally going to make a save state just to get back to the elsewhere screen. Let's just try, like, 21. That's not it. I guess I should have technically saved it a little. Let's say 22. Nope. 23. 25. Nope. 26. Nope. 27. No. Okay. 28. 29. 30. I feel like that was the one we were just in. So maybe it's 31. Yes. I hope you all enjoyed that. I certainly did. That again. Old habits die hard, even when they were developed like 15 minutes ago. And you can quote me on that, but you will have to pay royalties. Just be aware of that. Okay, now swerve easy. And we're on full HP here. I believe if we actually drop all the way to... I don't know if that really is the... Now, that's also a way... Fuck! Shit. Fuck. Oh, man. Okay, well... Just get the pixel perfect jump every time, Forehead. It's that easy. That was a little bit of a lost opportunity, and that is a shame, but honestly, not too worried about this level yet. We know exactly how to deal with the Cyclone section, and honestly, it doesn't seem that hard. I'm also not really getting the impression that the Sky Cutter section is all that, or rather that even using a Sky Cutter is all that necessary there. So that's definitely... How does that happen? Either way, I don't think we're actually going to have to touch Sky Cutter, which is my point, and that should be good news. I'm just going to get a little bit of extra bounce for these guys, because it seems way too easy to accidentally take damage or die if not doing so. With me with... Well... I think we had a really good methodology for dealing with this guy that we've just kind of lost. Okay. Just hit the jump, Forehead. I mean, why even worry about that bottom part? Just hit the jump, lol. I guess if I was really big brain, I would have left that there. Still on 2 HP. Keep it steady. Okay, now we just... Okay, that is fucking bullshit. I would like that to be known. Now, kind of hoping there'd be a teleporter over here, not whatever the fuck that is, but... And we all love this. Now, I think I'm just gonna have to be very patient here. And just gradually kill these guys. Is there a drop down somewhere? Is that where we have to drop down? Oh man, I really don't like not having a helmet for this. Best I can really do here is this. Which actually seems like it was not a horrible call. And we get a helmet. Okay, this is absolutely huge. We've got 3 minutes and a helmet. And as always, just keep an eye out for the little jumping fuckers, as we like to call them. Proper alignment here. Maybe the ticket. Well, that went out the window. Okay. I don't really like where this is going. If that shit just fucking kills me... Oh boy. Okay. I want out. Please. Please, please, please. There's something going on down there. I'm just worried that we're gonna be chucked down there with so much force. I mean, I don't know what we can really do here. Please. Get me out. Okay, so I know what this level is. This is Coastline Chaos, and, 1. And we are not happy to be here, but honestly, it's more interesting than whatever the hell that was, so... Okay, so we got lots of hands. Everybody's favorite enemy. We opened up this path. I'm sure that particular thing will come in handy, so... That is a death pit there. That's a very astute observation that I made in the middle of all this chaos. Did I want to trigger that or not? This is a long murder wall. Did we screw ourselves? I think we did. That's a real shame. Okay. Just assuming that we did. There's no, nothing hidden around here. I mean, I presume there was a trigger somewhere back there. And at this point, all we can really do is just drop to our deaths. So we're going to do that. Yes, Coastline Chaos 1. I'm going to see where we are in the recording. Okay, we got about 15-20 minutes left. Now, I think really what we need to do is just take care. Which one has the Micromax? It's that one. Okay. We just need to watch out for shooter blocks to open up the paths that will help us get further. Okay, that is not it, Chief. I have declared that not it, Chief. Now the question is, how far away is the shooter block? I think I want to stay bottom path and be looking out for shooter blocks. Because I could have sworn I saw one. That's... that might kill us, yeah. Okay, so we just need to kind of work on our routing for this particular level. That was not the play. I didn't intend to do that, but clearly kind of screwed us. Guess we could probably do some kind of cool stuff with bounces off of enemies, feels like. We just need to be careful about where we stick, to be honest, because that seems to be the biggest concern with doing a level like this with Micromax, is that your stickiness can be a real problem, which is something I've actually had real issues with in life. You know, my sticky fingerprints just get everywhere. It's a real issue. Now, it seems like there are some shifting blocks, but they don't affect... Fuck. Okay. Was a little precocious with that jump. Okay, speedrun strats. Don't do that. Now, we can afford to jump there, but not here. Okay, we need to be short hopping those. That's just not sustainable to handle it that way. This is not a situation I'm happy about. See, now, really any little mistake punishes us here, I think. Seems like it's going to be really hard to shake the wall at this point. Is that the shooter block? I think maybe we should try maintaining the top path. I can't remember exactly how we did it on our first attempt, to be honest, but I know we were on the top path for a portion of the time too, and that the bottom path seems really easy at the beginning, but I think at some point we're going to want to get on the top path. Because merging onto the top path seems to be a necessity by that point, at least for that section. And I'm not sure how easy it is once you're at that point. That was just dumb. So I guess we keep an eye out for a good place to merge where we're not gonna let the wall gain on us. Stop doing that, buddy. Bruh. That kind of felt like hand RNG in terms of I feel like that I haven't been doing things much more differently on that particular section. That hand really screwed me that time, but maybe I'm Wrong. No, actually... Okay, that's... That's not good either. I keep thinking that I might be able to latch onto the sides of those sewers, and it's not really happening. Yeah, see, that shit right there is just straight up hand RNG. That's kind of irritating that happens. Maybe we just try merging up here? That seems pretty natural, I just don't know if we get screwed for doing it. I feel like this is what we did the first time. We just need to watch out for those. And there's this section, which doesn't really seem that bad. It seems designed to punish you if you panic more than anything. Okay, so that's something to watch out for. That's really the number one thing. I think that's the path we want to take. Now let's see if I can memorize that and do it consistently. I think I merged like right after this part. Yeah, I just went up here. This seems like a really clean way of doing it. Fuck. Okay, that's what we need to trigger. Game over, that's all good. I'm actually gonna use the load state just to get back close to it. Now what I want to know is Coastline Chaos 2 also a murder wall? And I have neglected to mention that I do think it's pretty fucking cool the way he used the island. That was not the way... Oh shit, man, this is not ideal. I mean, yeah, we're faster, but at what cost? That cost. Come on, man. That's really annoying. We somehow killed the hand. I'd really like to shake this guy. Okay, yeah, he just slowed us down too much. Okay, that might kill me. Okay, no. That cycle is shorter than... That was just a bad death. I don't know how that happened. And I think really the thing here is it's not a very fast murder wall. But really, like, any mistake is pretty significantly punished. And it's a long murder wall. So you have a lot of opportunities to make mistakes. Oh, no. Okay, this... Okay, never mind. It seems like, you know, we're only gonna catch one of... Huh. I don't think that whole thing is that way. That's a little odd. The hand RNG getting a little annoying. Why did I decide to go a different route? Well, that's just gonna kill me. Straight up. Also, I, for some reason, thought I had less HP than I did and played that differently than I otherwise would have. I don't know, I feel like the actual, like, we know what we want to do, I think. I'm not 100% sure about how we're going to execute the last bit in terms of triggering the shooter block and, like, dipping down and triggering it without dying. But, like, I generally have an idea what I'm doing and a path carved out, and I feel like I'm having a little bit more trouble than maybe I should be actually executing it. Mostly just due to careless mistakes and a little bit of, again, the hand RNG. Can't forget about that. Okay, see, so I guess it is possible to get caught on both cycles of that, which is really not what you want to happen. That's not really ideal either. I'm not sure if that's like a global timer for that one or what, but... that would explain the inconsistency, I think. See, now the problem is this, we need to like lose the wall fast, like this. This is not the way, actually, this is the way we were doing it before, now that I... Maybe that is a better way of doing that. I don't know, honestly. All I know is I feel like we're dying, and I don't, like, way more than we should be on this level, and I'm not quite figuring out why that's happening, other than just a couple minor missteps. But again, with these murder wall levels, a couple minor missteps will absolutely kill you. I mean, that's how they're designed. Did not quite handle that right, but surprised we haven't been grabbed by that hand yet. Shit. Oh yeah, that's that part. Okay, I'm just getting mixed up at this point. Okay, we have another continue here. Getting that bounce is really ideal. I think I'm okay with taking that hit. Doesn't seem like a big deal so far, but maybe I really do need all the HP I can get for this last section. So it just seems like jumping may be the trick there. gotta make sure to land here so we don't activate the rock block. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. The execution of that was awkward. As you can see, it took me at least like 15 minutes, I feel like. Maybe my sense of time is distorted. We got Coastline Chaos 2. We are just around the mark that I usually target, and we just finished a level, which I am happy about. You know, maybe this wasn't the most exciting, fruitful episode, but I think it was a lot better than last episode. Not that that's a particularly high bar, but anyway, I do thank you guys for watching, as always. I had fun today. I hope you did too, and I will see you guys next time.